Hello and welcome back to Prison Architect. In this episode we want to be finishing off the expansion to the minimum security. There's still quite a bit of work to do, but most of it is just the workers moving the stuff in. So the plan is just to leave them for a little bit, wait for them to get up to speed with building what is currently ready to be built, and I'll put the rest in after that. We also now need to start considering expanding up here for putting in a couple more workshops so that we can make some more money. Really, that's the plan. If we can get a big enough daily cash flow in, then we will be able to expand at an enormous rate. We also need to get another reception put in and a supermax, and I'm not entirely sure which can be the preferable order to do this in. For now I suppose I can at least just get planning out, so it's going to be from here, but we want to at least have, we'll put it there, then we can have a path coming through here at least. Something like that. That's then going to be the same here. And then have it there maybe. Have another path going out like so. How big's that one? 7, and we've got what? That's like 9 to be honest. 9, yeah. So we want to move everything up by 1. Or we just made that gap too short actually. So now we've got 8 and 9. That I'd probably, okay, how much is that one? That one's now 9 and this one's 8. I'd actually rather it the other way around, just because these are definitely going to be workshops, so I'd rather that these ones were bigger, as that's really the main reason for this expansion. Right, there we go. But before I do actually build this in place, I want to actually think about how the prisoners are going to be moving around this section of the prison, because really we want them to be coming down here to the shower facilities, potentially building another shower facility somewhere. And we've got the minimum, medium and maximum security prisoners that can all go to this same shower block. It's a little bit of a walk for these prisoners, but in the end all the prisoners on this side have showers, so they can shower without using these facilities, and then these showers will essentially be used by no one. That should be the aim in the end. And then if they don't use them, they've still got showers in here as well as in here. Now, 25 gang members are furious because the leader is being punished. That is a daily occurrence in the prison these days. And that is the cost of having whatever it's called turned on. Gangs. Having gangs on. 4 deaths. Right, please. Um, 34 prisoners rioting. Just see blue badges everywhere. That's just going to push the number of maximum security prisoners even higher. So maybe what we need to do with this new cell block is actually, for now, before anyone moves in, can just be an additional maximum security cell block. Where are these riot police? They're incredibly slow. I mean, aren't they supposed to be able to drive around the outside and then come sprinting in? So if we were actually playing the game, you know, with the failure conditions, the amount of times that we would have failed now is quite a few, a couple of times. I mean, I do wonder if maybe this Supermax isn't good enough for some reason, because we keep having the leaders misbehaving. I know that they are legendary prisoners, so every once in a while they are going to cause some trouble. Although, if you're Malone, Warren Petite, where are these riots occurring then? This is just silly. Right, please. And still, like, the most behaved cell block in the entire game is the one that we thought was going to be the most trouble. They are choosing to riot even when the riot police are right here. Dead. Murdered by prisoner with a hammer. Shocking. Negative. 39 staff have died on duty. See, it's actually really quite a big problem, to be honest. Yeah, that's going to be consistently every single time that this happens. It's going to push morale down a little bit further and make the game more and more difficult. Still got plenty of building for the workers there. I might actually just get a few more. because we're going to be doing some mega expansions. Now, we I mean, that will be here, but we actually probably only need that to be for staff only. We're going to have another cell block here, possibly another 2 cell blocks, one here, one here. Could actually put in 2 massive cell blocks. But it might be beneficial to not build them yet, just because they're all going to be you know, cells with, what's it called, high room quality. And so it'll be better to actually leave them until we've got a lot more of the minimum graded cells. So to be honest, we want to be buying this area up. This is just going to be to get us some cash in order to be able to develop this area. But I think that, to be honest, that as it is, that's going to be a forest. We're going to want another infirmary, probably a big infirmary, to be honest. That can all just be a massive infirmary. And we still don't have a chapel here, so we need a chapel. Yeah, we'll find uses for the rest of this space, but yeah, the main one is to have 2 more workshops. Maybe we could have a 3rd workshop here, a big infirmary, a chapel, something like that. But then thinking about it, what was I going to use this for? I was going to use this for something. We could also have some more paroles actually in here. That'd be a good shout. Although currently we do appear to be satisfying the parole demand, so maybe we could just have some additional forests in there initially. I think maybe this was going to be exports, wasn't it? That was going to be the plan here. Keep the riot police hanging around just until the danger goes down. So once this prisoner has spent the entirety of their 2 more hours and 30 minutes, that is a long time. Now we probably need to do another shakedown, unfortunately. I'm actually starting to think that maybe we should change our policy, because as much as we want to be putting the ones that are seriously injured, we should probably just have, if they kill someone, go up to maximum, and that's going to be it. Just because we are getting far too many people ended up in maximum security. If they killed someone, put them in maximum security. More prisoners kicking off. What else? Oh, I did not mean to. I always end up accidentally having the mouse on here, and I'm trying to be sliding it up and down. Right, yeah. That'll do, to be honest. That'll do. Requires entrance. We can stick another door in here. Yeah. And we'll want one here as well. But just hold fire on that door for now, as well as this one. They will get those additional doors, but I think for now those doors will just cause difficulties. We could even make half of this exports and half of this storage for now. That's an idea. But I mean, once these areas are built, the need for storage is actually going to go down significantly. Let's get another dog patrol along the path here. Just to try and find any more contraband that we don't want in the prison. I have 25 dog handlers. We'll get a few more guards just to make up for the ones that were killed before. Sort them out right, please. Yeah, now is the time when we need them in the canteen. Fortunately, they are now out of solitary, so you can go back home, right, please. They actually have a little bit of difficulty with this door. Maybe it does need to be a double door. I mean, the amount of people that come through here is actually rather a lot. A 100 staff are exhausted. I mean, I think that is just got something to do with the riots that have occurred, and now they have a lot of opportunity to be resting, even in protected custody. They're kicking off. Why are they in here? Doesn't say that there aren't enough cells for them. Just choosing to hang out there. So we've got 37 minimum and 24 normal. They are all easily gonna fit. Ah yes, but now that we don't have them moving up, we can just take in an even number of each, roughly. 7 deaths. Oh, come on, no. Don't. Oh. Killed with a shotgun. Kicked off, didn't he? Someone else just died. Paul Curtis. Killed with a shotgun. Anyone else want to kick off? Are you feeling suppressed yet? Legendary prisoners? Apparently not. It's another one that just got killed. Alex Malone, dead. He has been the bane of my existence. Jeez, they are all kicking off. That is nuts. So, Supermax is now down to 6. That was crazy. I mean, I don't understand why they would kick off like that, to be honest. Maybe it's because they've not been let in here for their breakfast. Maybe what's occurred is the yeah, food needs. Oh my days! Why is everyone's food needs so high? What's gone wrong? Right, I'm going to actually now try and I mean, because I'd have thought that for the staff, it would be fine for them. Policy. So, or regime. Right. We're going to trial. Just allowing a an additional hour yard time there, just so there's a little break. We'll then want them to have eating here and here, and their yard time here and here. Then we want them to be showering there and sleeping here, which means we want their lockup to be moved one there. For the maximum security. And then we can move their yard time additional bit there. I mean, this is going to then mean we're going to have to change potentially the hours of the programs to facilitate these changes. We did then have the yard time to be keeping them separate from the maximum security, so we want to now change that. Okay, that now looks good. So that will keep them more separate from the maximum security prisoners. Could put them in lockup there potentially. Actually, what we're doing is we're going to have them eating before they go to sleep. Like so. That should now allow them to be full, and keeping the meal times that far away should work for the cooks as well, hopefully. Three hours there. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6. And they got 4 hours there, and 5 hours there. We got 4 hours and 4 hours. Wait, 5 hours and 4 hours. Yeah, so it actually is the same. It's just that they've switched around. Okay, and now yeah, so they have the same hours, which is fine. Because they stay separate anyway. Right. Now I do wonder what's going to then happen with the gangs. If their gang leader is getting killed, we then just don't have one. I'm not going to complain if we no longer have a gang leader, especially when it's Alex Malone, who likes to kick off all of the time. It almost seems like we're losing some gang members as well. Do wonder what's going on here. If it's there, it seems like it's probably going to be coming along this way and actually not going to be involving this cell at all. And what about these arriving prisoners? Where are they? I reckon they're in buses that haven't shown up yet. I never like it when the protective custody prisoners are outside of their little facility. "132 staff members are exhausted. Staff morale 4%. Right, well, we're going to have to just pay them more. I don't like that. And that's going to be very expensive indeed, but we're going to have to pay them more. £6,000 more a day. Staff morale is increasing. That is what we need. Hopefully they don't ask for a pay rise in the near future. Oh yeah, I forgot about these fences. Right, that should then allow that area to be finished off. They're still struggling to get this completed. It's actually pretty crazy, to be honest. I was expecting this to be finished off this episode. Yeah, they searched that cell, but they found nothing. Number of exhausted staff members is still increasing. Trying to think of anything else that could be done to improve the situation. There's nothing that I can think of, to be honest. Guard wages 40 grand. That's going to conclude this episode. In the next episode, I hope that this area will be completed, and I also hope that this area as well will be on the way to being completed, and maybe as well we'll have this area here all planned out as well. I'm not sure what to do about these power stations though, to be honest. If we're going to have a new reception area built in here. To be honest, there's no reason for the prisoners to go in there anyway. So I'll just have to hope that they choose not to. That does sound a little bit hopeful. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to end the episode there. So, lots of drama occurring in the prison, as has been fairly consistent over the last I don't know, 10 episodes or so. Gang members kicking off everywhere. But now, the main troublemaker, Alex Malone, has got himself killed, as well as several other of the gang leaders. So that should, at least for now, keep the prison a little bit quieter. And we've got a death row prisoner turning up tomorrow. So we'll see how all of that pans out. There we go. Yeah, going to end the episode there. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.